Setting things up. Gotta make sure it's actually going live properly. Wait, how would I have a viewer? This thing it's not even public yet. It's unlisted. Is that just me in the chat? Come on, give me it. There we go. So, just gotta share it. Discord. Streams. 1 hour stream. And okay. Should be good now, I think. Yeah. Let's see if I can set this up properly so I can actually see everything. My triple monitor set up here. I'm looking like straight to my right almost with for the third monitor. Okay. So yeah, this stream's gonna be probably just like an hour or so, and then I gotta eat dinner, take an exam, and then I might stream again afterwards. Yeah. So, okay. So I've cloned the Arrow Blaster little assets, and I took the Extermin Archer framework, and I've got this so far. But I wanted to mess around with some different combat stuff. Oh, I need to change the base rotation of the face. Oops. Anyways, yeah. So just basic platform stuff. Although actually the code for the physics on this is super efficient, so I can do some crazy stuff with particles, similar to Arrow Blaster, I think. Okay, so well, actually the first thing I'm gonna do is replace the cursor with a aiming type thing. I need to draw that. Oh my, I just noticed how many things I've got open here. It's gonna make things a little bit confusing. Okay, so I need to draw a mouse cursor thing. That's not the thing I'm actually using. That's an old sketch. Because I actually redrew the player, it's just the same style and same form. Same form. I can't speak. I mean, it's the obvious use for it, I would assume. Anyways. Because, like, well, at least for me, because I don't want to really show my face unless my channel gets big enough that it's my actual job, which is not the case right now. But yeah, just gonna do the cursor. I'll save as, I need a miscellaneous thing. Miscellaneous cursor. I'm not sure if I have the code in my assets script to just load that easily. Yeah, it just says sprite sheets. I'll write a function then. Def loader self. It needs OS for this. Import OS. Oh, also I'm gonna need there's another script in here somewhere. I hit the X. I lost that one. It's under player. Wait, no. Where did I put it? Hello. All good. You're from Brazil and you're fan mine. Thanks. Yep. Everything's good right now. Well, I do have an exam in a little bit, but eh. Okay. Why did I? There's another. Actually, I can probably just do it like this. I don't remember. I was trying to copy a line, but I couldn't find it because I don't remember what was using it. So yeah, this needs to be in assets. So from .image import and I want the load image function. I want that to be consistent. So for file in os.list_dir, and this needs a path here. Path, not oath, path. Path load image file my mic is making some. Oh, really? Wait, hold on, because since 2 videos ago, well, my second to last video didn't even have my microphone in it. My most recent one, I used my microphone. But I've watched that video. There is no weird sound in it as far as I know. If this microphone's doing something funny, I could just, funny enough, reboot it. Because it's a standalone one that I've just got wired into my computer. And I can check the connections and stuff and swap the ports, but I'm gonna need someone else to say that that's happening. Okay. So load image, path, color key. Oh. So the color key is gonna be 0, 0, 0. So okay. Image dir equals that. So image. You're not so sure now. Okay, it might just be exhaling heavy. What about this? I've got a pop filter. You sure it's not just, when I do, or something like that? Because if I, do a quiet, it sounds like popping, I guess, maybe. Anyways, file, I can't type, file.split / I can't see my left hand because the pop filter's in the way. Like normally I don't look at my fingers when I'm typing, but I watch it in my peripheral vision. I think it's messing me up. .split .0 equals, and then load the file. Actually, no, it's not going to have the /. I just have to do that. And I do have to add the path and then the /. Return image dir self.misc equals self.load directory of path images misc. Print self.misc. It's gonna crash, watch this. There we go. No such file or directory. Alright. I need to close some of these things. I'm just gonna close all of the ones except for the one I'm actually using right now, and I'll open them up as I need them. Okay. So this needs to be path +/ plus file. So, okay. Oh, it is the whole path. Oh, wait. Oh, oops. I had it at the wrong spot. That's what I meant to do. Okay, so there we go. Now it's got the cursor image, and then I can just use that. So that's going to be rendered on the window above everything else, probably. Pygame.mouse.set. Come on, Kate, do you have this one? Say visible. False. Oh, there's 50 people. This is a lot more than that time I was struggling to maintain even 10 because I was streaming at 1 AM. Yeah, I'm planning to make a video explaining the face API stuff. You want to make a piano titles ripoff in Pygame? That's pretty easy to do, actually. My brother had a class where he ended up using Pygame to make a game. It was supposed to be like a rhythm game type thingy, he made something similar, I think. It's funny because he sent my tutorials to his classmates. Is Pygame good for Series 2D game dev? The question is what you're trying to make in terms of visuals. In terms of scale, you can do pretty much anything, and the limitation is visual. Just like if you're doing pixel art, you're good, pretty much. Well, it also depends if you want bloom or not, because Pygame you can't really do bloom. Also, did you add the extra eye effect after the hello video? When they scrunch up? Yes, I did that in my last stream. Can Pygame be used to a website with players joining in lobbies and playing? I think you mean like online. Yeah. That's just more of you use the sockets library. You don't do that within Pygame, but you can make online Pygame games, and I've done that. Anyways, so visibility needs to be false. Render frame is going to be at the end here. So, so right here probably. Ooh. So self.display.blit. I'm gonna need the offset thing. Self.game.assets.misc cursor. That's the thing I just made the thing for importing earlier. And then wait, hold on, I've got this in the input, don't I? Wait, this thing doesn't even know what the game is. Game self.game equals game. Gotta go to game. Window self. Window input. Did I have the mouse in? Come on, I gotta have the mouse in here. Yes, I do. Mouse position. So mouse position. Okay. So self.game.input.mouse position 0 plus minus self dot wait. What is? I thought the offset was supposed to make it slightly larger, not. Well, let's do this for now and see how far off it is. Invalid. Oh, oops. I need to take that off. Okay. It's quite a bit off. I also do need to offset it by the size of the image, but that's a different issue. Self.game.input.mouse position 1. 63 people now, okay. Plus self.offset 0. Oh, the offset's negative, isn't it? That's what happened. So minus self.offset 0 and minus self.offset 1. And then minus, oh, this is gonna be a long line. And minus that. Let's see if I got that right. Oh. Dot get width. Come on. I'm hitting shift instead of end. What? Get height. Why is the syntax highlighting broken on that? Sometimes I find the syntax highlighting is not working quite properly. There we go. That's correct. I might want to make this thing a little bit bigger. I can't really see that. I mean, I can see it, but it's not particularly clear. Could do better. Boom. So move that. This is gonna probably look more like the Arrow Blaster one though. Is it like? I think it's more like that. Can do that, but I think I like the single dot. There we go. That's more like what I wanted. So now my mouse cursor looks fancy. I'm gonna catch up on the chat again. Oh, another 74 people. Looks like I might actually hit the 100 in this 1 hour stream. Oh, there's this thing again. Because when I did that stream with like 15 people, I was able to easily keep up with chat. But I'm gonna really have to skim it here. Do I live in New York? No. Florida. Where it's warm. What packages? Just a few, like script to run the scripts, and I turned off a lot of them. Like there's a guideline, like a wrapping line guide, where it's like it shows a straight vertical line at the 80th character, so you don't make your code too wide. But I always go way past the 80th character, so I just turned it off. And then another one I use is Kite, which there's a link to in the description, because they sponsor me, but I actually use it, as you can see. It's down here. Oh wait, actually, I don't know if the Kite link is in my stream descriptions. I forgot about that. Oh, I just noticed you can't really see the particles unless I get close, like a lot closer. I need to fix the scaling. They're pretty much invisible when I go too far back, like where I am now. Okay. Have I used Raylib? I tried it, and there were performance issues with the Python bindings. For some reason, the batch rendering was actually slower than Pygame, even though it was using the GPU. I talked to some people, they don't really know what happened there. I meant to submit an issue to the repository for the Python bindings, but I forgot, and I haven't gotten around to it since. Yeah, so it renders larger images significantly faster than Pygame, but if you're rendering small images like particles and whatnot, it's so much slower. So like for some like if you're not doing pixel art, you might want to consider Raylib with Python. That's a pretty good option. Do I know a second programming language? I know like 10 if you go to my website. Can I make an angry face? I didn't set that one up because I rarely have an angry face. I do have a disgusted face, but I used to be able to trigger it, but I can't remember how. It happens when I'm talking sometimes. The AI figures it out. Can I explain sprite animations? That's in my tutorial series. Unless you're talking about using the Pygame sprites, in which case I don't use the Pygame sprites. I made my own system within Pygame. Do I use PyInstaller? Yes. Like what faces can I make? Just the hold on, just the happy. Wait. Why am I having such a hard time with the faces right now? It must be the lighting, because I set up a lamp to my right because the lighting's bad, and it made the tracking significantly better, but I'm wondering if it confused the automatic emotion detection. Huh. Yeah, okay. I can't get it to say unhappy. It seems to be just pretty much stuck neutral today. Sometimes when I'm speaking, it'll do it. Anyways, didn't I say I'd be streaming on Twitch? No, I said I'd be streaming. SDL2, that's what Pygame's made on. I haven't tried Persona yet. What games are coding this? Anyways, back to work because it's been too long reading chat there. This keeps happening. Oh, there's more than 100 of you again. Like, this isn't even peak hours according to my channel analytics. My peak hours are at like noon. This is like in the middle. Because there's like a lot of people in like India and whatnot. This is Pygame. Okay, so... Oh, did I forget to edit the description? Hold on. I, need to fix that. What am I making? I need to update this one. A combat experiment... I can't type. For the devlog project. Combat mechanics experiment. Okay, so it should be updated, so like if you refresh it, the fact should be updated to properly say what I'm working on. Anyways, back to this. So I need weapons. The question is, do I want to do swords or guns first? I'm thinking guns because that's what Arrow Blaster has. So images. I'm just gonna do a guns folder. Actually, no, I'm just gonna call it weapons because I don't want to handle guns and swords differently. Someone's spamming my Discord. Hold on. Okay, thanks for letting me know. That's okay, anyways. I only need to get, like, I need to update my bot to handle spammers on its own. That's really not a hard thing to deal with. Okay, so, gun. What should the gun look like? So, the issue is I already used the gray on the character. I mean, I can use this color, probably, for the handle. So, I'm just gonna make some sort of pistol-looking thing. So, now I need to do the coloring. So, should the barrel be red or the handle? I think the handle should be red. Well, going with the Arrow Blaster style, the handle is red. Actually, no, the barrel goes all the way to the back of the gun. Well, depends, I guess. If I do that, that's probably more realistic. Actually, the handle does not need to be 3 pixels wide, that's way too much. And boop. And I can shorten the barrel now. And I forgot my secondary color is white. Okay, so I need to add... That's too bright. Highlighting. That's also too bright. Come on. Yeah, I guess that'll work, but it looks kind of gray. It doesn't look very shiny. Not ideal. I'm trying to make... We'll do some stylistic stuff here. Cause it's not going to shoot like tiny bullets. Whatever. I'll leave it like that. That red is too bright. Is this the same red? Okay, no, I'm good. So that's fine. Okay, now I just gotta take this. Whoa, right, I have to do that thing where... So when I render these weapons, normally I center it around the handle, like center the image, so I can blit the image from the center, and it'll, like, if I rotate it, it'll stay rotated around the handle. So actually, I can do my... I can see what this is gonna look like, kind of. This is not what the actual player looks like. Oh, oops, that's... Hold on. Do I have... I could do purple. Let's see what this looks like. That actually might be okay. Because if you think of the player as blue, this kind of looks gray. It depends on what the colors around it really are. I might need to change the player color later on, who knows. Anyways. So I can just take that part. Actually no, I need to rotate it around the base of the handle a bit more. So the bottom side needs to be a bit longer. I think that'll do it. So I can take this now. I need that back off. File, save as, images, weapons. Let's call it revolver or something. Okay, reading chat again. Make an American simulation game. If you're talking about the weapons, and that's what's happening here, I guess. There's gonna be a lot. Because there's a lot of stuff I want to mess around with to see what feels good. Because this is for my devlog project to some extent. Like, I'm messing around with different... well, I've got a base idea for how I want the combat to work, and I'm just kind of implementing it here first. And this might turn into its own game or something, if it's really good. But, yeah. What program do these for tiles? What? None. Like map editing, I wrote my own thing. Wait, Floofinator, aren't you already in the Discord? I thought I've seen you in there. But I thought the invite link... I'm pretty sure the invite link's working because people keep joining. Am I an open source person or a free person? You can be both. It's FOSS. Free and open source. And it's free and open source software. But, well, a lot of my, okay, I don't do quite open source because I don't do a full open source license, but I release my source code and my games are free, but you aren't necessarily free to use my code as is to just make whatever you want. Some of my stuff I do have licenses where you can do pretty much whatever you want. I think I have that with Aero Blaster. Am I using a mouse or tablet? If I'm drawing something bigger, I use my tablet, but for this I was just using my mouse. How to pick my palettes? There's a website called lowspec.com. Well, normally I make my own palettes now, but for this one I pulled one off of lowspec.com. What's the inspiration for my avatar? I have no clue. Wait, actually, okay, I like the colors red, black, and white. Like, in combination, they're not my favorite colors on their own, but, and then also, for some reason, the bombs from, like, Mario popped into my head. And then, yeah, this happened. It dipped? Nah, it's at peak right now, according to my analytics. It's 110. What do you mean you infiltrated my Discord? Do I need to check and ban people again? The math? Well, if you're looking at what I'm working on right now, there's almost no math. And then, like, okay, trig, I figured it out on my own a bit, like what the functions did. Like, I figured it out, like, I googled a couple things, like what the functions meant, and then I figured out how it's, like, how you can use it to do stuff. Although I did, after that, learn about trig in geometry, and then I learned about trig in trig itself. But most of what I used, I figured out earlier. You can use things like matrices and stuff, but you don't have to. And then, like, trig and matrices, you don't need them for most things. Well, trig is useful for a lot of stuff, but the basic stuff, you're good with arithmetic and just algebra in the sense that you know what variables are. Can I run the game real quick? Yeah, I'll leave it running while I read. Is horror a good category for Pygame? Isn't most horror stuff 3D? In which case, probably not. I don't know of 2D horror games, really. Not that I can think of, at least. I mean, I'm not really interested in that genre anyway, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna check my Discord server just in case again. Okay. It looks like the people in the Discord server don't even notice that I'm streaming. Okay. Anyways. So, gun. So I have a player class. Player. Oh, I need a weapon class that stores the state for the weapon, probably. New file. Weapon.py. Class weapon def init self type. I think that's about it, actually. Self.type equals type. Type is a Python keyword, though. That's a bit risky. Anyways, well, I shouldn't need that keyword anyways. It's only defined in the scope. I can use it everywhere else, and I shouldn't need it in the scope. So self dot. I'm actually gonna add the rest of the data later. I just need something that can store all the information. Well, the weapons image should be pulled from the asset, so I don't even need to store the image in there. Why am I still printing that? Self.weapons equals self.loader data images weapons. I could have tabbed that. I need to get into more of a habit of doing that. It'll save me a few seconds. Okay. So now I need to render the weapon on the player. Where's player? Oh, I should probably add a render function though. Weapon. Def render self. It needs a surface in location. Surf loc. So self dot wait. So the image will be. You know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna give the weapon the access to the game. Actually, it's gonna need to later, anyways, because it'll be able to like create the bullet objects and whatnot. So self.game equals game. So image equals self.game.assets.weapons self.type, and that'll do that. But what did I call it? What did I call the weapon? Revolver. Okay. When you're not even going to be able to see it revolving. Okay, so surf.blit image at the location 0, location 1, and it's got to be centered. So minus location wait, that's it. Minus image.get width divided by 2 minus image.get height divided by 2. Copy that. Pygame.transform.rotate it by self.rotation. Self.rotation equals 0. So this is an object we can render and rotate, and it'll be rendered at the specific location. So now I can go over to the player. Wait, why did I close it? I keep losing it. P. Where did I put player? LMNO. What? Oh, it's under here. Okay. So. Right. So. I need to get the. Wait, this is the weapon stuff. Okay, so I need to get the angle of the player to the mouse. So that's going to be using math, like someone was just talking about in chat like a few minutes ago. You guys might still be talking about it because I'm not looking right now. Self.rotation. Wait, no. Wait, I remember writing pass, but this thing does need a weapon. So self.weapon equals weapon revolver and then game. Stuff.game. From .weapon import weapon. So self.weapon.rotation equals math.atan2. That's gonna be. I'm looking down too much. It's doing that thing. Self.game.input.mouse position 0. No, 1 minus self. Position. Do I have a center thing for the entities? I think I do. Dot center. Yes. Dot center 0. No, 1. It's Y first and trig. Mouse position 0 minus self dot center 0. So that's the angle. It doesn't need to be in degrees because Pygame, for some stupid reason, puts the rotations in degrees instead of radians, which is okay, so I've done that. I need to hijack the render function. Def render self args Wait, isn't it just... I think the render function just passes the surface. Surface and offset. Well, anyways. So, super dot render, and then send it to the args, and then now I can do... Actually, no, I didn't need to take those args because I'm rendering onto the surface as well. So offset equals 0, 0. Surf offset, and then self.weapon.render onto the surf. What else can I need? Weapon location. So that's going to be self.center. Oh, I need to apply the offset. So 0 minus offset 0. Take that, copy it, paste, switch these to 1. Okay, is that it? Who knows? Crashed. Script set entity object.weapon. Right. Forgot it's up. And Pygame was not defined, that's probably here. Import Pygame. Aha! What is this? Oh, I need to get the render position of the player when doing the angles. So that's going to be player right here. Minus self.center plus, boy. It needs the render offset. Are you kidding me? That's the yikes. You know what? I'm gonna just add a thing to the camera that knows what the render offset is. Self.render offset equals 0, 0. Actually, no. Let's do it this way. Def apply render offset. And it'll take position. So this will just automatically apply it to whatever I'm doing. So return position 0 and wait. So it goes both ways really, so I could add or subtract. But in this case, I'm just going to do, it's going to be add, because I have to go from the mouse to the game coordinates. So that is adding, yeah. So self.true position 0, so, position 1 plus self.true position 1. Is that rain? No, that's not rain. Okay. So that's the offset, and then there's another offset I have to deal with. It is the self.game.window. It's like negative, isn't it? Plus self.game.window.offset 0. It might be add, it might be subtract. My brain's not working too well right now, so we're gonna find out. Okay. So now I can go over to here. Actually, no, I'm not going to. I'm gonna make this property. Let's do this. I don't want to update it because that's not the use case I have right now. So add that. So plus self.game.world.camera camera dot render offset. Render offset 0. No, 1. I shouldn't have. It's mouse to game world, so yeah. Plus it there. And did I do it right? Okay, that's not right. I don't know what it's trying to rotate around. I really don't want to pull out the debugging techniques on this thing. Is it minus? Well, let's give minus a try, because sometimes I get things backwards. No, it's not that one either. I was pretty sure it's plus. Hello. There. So, okay. Time to observe the behavior. Okay. So, this does actually appear to be working. It's just off by some amount. That tiny little guy. It's also in the wrong spot. It's backwards, so that needs to be fixed. So that's negative, I think. So the real question is, where does it think I am? Oh, here's a trick. If I just go to where's world and don't update the camera, I can deal with a scroll of 0. So how far off is this? Why is it all the way down there? It's so weird. Why does it think that it's so far off? Camera. For testing purposes, I'm gonna remove those. So it should just be 0, 0. So it's still there. Whatever is causing it to be all the way down here. It's like where my mouse is circling right now is where it thinks the player is, or something like that. So gotta fix that. Oh wait, maybe it is minus, like for that part. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. So, okay. That's good. Now let's turn the camera motion back on under world, and I should be clear. Yep, that's pointing in the right direction. Now I just need to fix the center position. It's just going to be here, because I added the whole offset thing, so it's confusing it. So, property center, if is centered, otherwise, So self.position minus self.offset 0. Do I have an offset property? Ooh, it's gonna. If there's gonna be 3 cases here. Elif self.active animation, because it only has an offset if it's an active animation, otherwise it does not. So in this case, minus self dot, where's the render function? I have it down here. Yeah, it's this one. That's the one one major downside of object-oriented programming for me, is that these things get so long. Okay. Also, I'm technically not quite doing it right. Wait, what? Why are there 2 center properties? How did that happen? okay. It should be fine if I delete that. I just haven't looked at chat in a while. I'll look at it in a moment here. Plus the offset. And then plus self.size divided by 2. And then, boop, do the same thing here, except 1. I did the wrong one. That's if that one goes here. And this one goes down here. Crashed, okay. What did I do here? What is that? No. Where's the division on that? This one's missing it as well. Don't know what's going on there. Okay, not quite right. So it thinks the center's there. Oh, okay. Tracking just freaked out there. Okay, time to read comments again. Why is... Okay, I need to move forward. Tracking's not liking this. Okay. I'm only gonna read a few of them here. Why did I decide on Pygame? Because I like Python. Oh, what? Why is my tracking bad right now? Like, it's just in general pretty bad. I don't know. The lighting's technically changed outside, so yeah. I don't know if that's related. Isn't like before it was tracking fine relative, right? And now it's kind of spotty. Anyways, okay. Yes, classic 6:30. Well, I'm gonna be ending the stream in. Oh, I just saw the disgusted face. It's when the eyes get flat on the top. But yeah, I've gotta leave in a bit and eat and then take an exam, and I can probably stream again. Well, I'll be doing more streams if I have time. Am I studying CS at university? Yeah. I'm doing computer science. Like almost nothing I know I learned in university. And I am a junior. Yeah, I've gotten almost nothing out of that so far. I'm just getting the piece of paper so I can get paid more. But I also do have a job right now as well. Okay. You're watching my tutorial today, nice. I look like something out of Rain World? I don't know what Rain World is. That sounds familiar. How did my animation tutorial break your game? Probably implemented it wrong. I forgot. I can go further to the right here to the point I'm off screen because of the tracking. Oh, I think part of the issue is that I keep getting in, like the pop filter in front of my face, so I can't see my whole face. But like I can also go pretty far left here. I need to get my alignment right here. Anyways, what kind of job do I have? I work on rockets. Software engineering for rockets. What editor am I using? This is Atom. Well, I could tell Rain World was a game from what you were saying, but I don't remember what exactly the game is. Okay. If you think Adam's bad, you should see me using Idle. Anyways, I don't think the editor you use is a huge deal. Anyways, okay. Back to writing code, because I can't be doing this all the whole time. I need to figure out why the gun's in the wrong spot. Because it's still not right. Because that's not the center. The gun's rotation's working properly, but that's not the player center. So player, well, one thing I can start with is just entity. So it should be using this one here. So wait, was the horizontal position fine? Close. That's the angle. Entity. So let's just take this off and see what happens. Like, this is just not using the center, basically. So that's top left. Oh. Right, I don't need to do the offset because that's purely visual. So then this should be right. Yeah, it was literally just because I was missing that other thing before. Okay, so this just becomes else again. So I do need to put an offset here because that's not quite where I want the gun to be. Weapon. Wait, no, where is player? Player. Under +2. 2 pixels below. There we go, that's where I want the gun. Oh, I need to... So... I need to flip horizontal if the angle's in a certain range. So if self.rotation %math.pi, and gonna need... Oh, no, it's in degrees. Because it's a Pygame. %360. Wait. Is less than 180, and it has to be, wait, no, less than 270. And then it has to be more than 90, I think. Then it'll flip it horizontally. No, yeah, I just gotta do this. Image equals pygame.transform.flip image false true. I think that's it. That's not quite right. So boop, and it's backwards. Huh. There's a clean way to do this. I'm trying to remember what exactly I did. So, oh right, you gotta do that before the rotation. That's why. I think. That's my issue. Ah, lovely. Image, and then image equals the copy. There we go, that's the clean way to do it. So that way the gun's not upside down when I point left. And then also, I need to, because it looks weird when I'm running and pointing in the other direction, so the weapon well, the face direction, well, can't speak. I'm gonna use this to determine the direction the player should be facing. So if that flip equals true, and then else false. Hello? Oh, self.weapon .rotation. That's an important part. And there we go. So now I can run backwards. I probably need to add an animation for that, so that because it looks kind of funny. I mean, it's actually not that bad. Well, I guess no, you can definitely clearly see the forward motion and the legs, but whatever. But yeah, next up is gonna be bullets probably. So yeah, I've got a gun. I really need to add a. Why is my camera freaking out? What the? Is it the lighting? Oh. Thanks for the $1. That's someone I know in real life. There's too many messages. Invent with Python website is probably the best. I can agree with that. Because when you, why is my, I really need to figure out the lighting situation. I think the lamp needs to be directly in front of me and not to my side, because it casts a shadow on the left side of my face, which probably confuses it. Okay. But yeah, inventing games with Python, that's where I learned. It forces you to actually write your own stuff, unless you're just reading through it for whatever reason. I don't recommend that. I'm pretty sure it assumes that you're writing stuff yourself. Whereas if you use Codecademy, the projects are very simple, and you don't really learn it very well. And you're doing it inside their stuff, so I don't think they even show you like idle and stuff, like how to even run a Python script, if I remember correctly. Okay. Oh my. Hello, Cream Puff. Well, anyways, wait, a few more messages here. Python isn't slow. It's like 100 times, well, it's 1/100th of the speed of C or C++ when you're not using the built-in C or C++ stuff. So it is slow, but game logic is not complicated. So you can get away with a lot, like in terms of games. The only thing is rendering. Oh, the face is freaking out. The only thing is rendering. But in the case of Pygame, it's running C code actually. I just use functions, and those functions are, well, Pygame itself is written mostly in C. Well, it's a wrapper for SDL, which is for C. And it just gives you a Python interface for it. So the function calling has to be done through Python, so that part is a bit slow, but rendering is like you're using C. Do I write my own packages or dependencies for my games? I don't make them as Python modules, I just make them as scripts and import them. Like as you can see here, I've got like 50. Well, it's probably more like 15 or 20. Pygame does not have built-in shaders. I just do weird stuff. But you can do some. I guess you can call them CPU shaders, but you gotta write them yourself. It's not like actual shaders, but you can do some good visual effects if you write the logic for it yourself, which is what I do. Well, the thing is that these, with rendering, the scripting language for the game and the rendering code do not have to be in the same language. Like Unity used to work with JavaScript, but Unity itself is not running JavaScript for its rendering. It would just use Unity. It was you just use JavaScript for all of like the game logic and whatnot, because that's what the user is writing. Pygame is a similar situation. It's using Python code to write part of the rendering. So you're working on a little bit lower level than engines, but part of the rendering, but like the heavy part of the rendering is done in C. Although it's on the CPU, which is the main reason why Pygame's slow. That's a different issue. But yeah, you can have game logic in whatever language you want, pretty much. GPU acceleration Pygame. It actually does a little bit itself. I can't open up task manager. Can't do like that. The key binding kills the music. My CPU's freaking out. What is it gonna do here? Oh, GPU. If you look in here, if I can find, here it is. Wait, oh, it's not using the GPU. Okay, sometimes it does though. Like I found in the past that I've seen Pygame start using the GPU a little bit for some stuff, and I don't know why. If you really want it, you can use OpenGL, like in a Pygame context, which is a different thing. But Pygame is meant to use SDL, which inherently doesn't do. Well, it's not meant for. I think they do have hardware acceleration, but but it's different functionality, and I think that's being added in Pygame 2.1. They're working on it. It's actually there. The documentation just isn't there. Anyways. Okay, my stream's like cutting out because my internet's dying. Yeah, okay, my internet just kind of died. Anyways, so I've got to eat, and then I've got an exam very soon that I have to take. I'll probably start streaming again after I take my exam, and then hopefully I'll start working on like enemies and shooting and whatnot. And then, yeah. Alright, so yeah, ending the stream here. Bye.